Hi there, my name is Joe Martin. I'm pastor at First Baptist Church, and this is a midweek cabin talk, kind of not midweek, more toward the end of the week. I want to talk to you about our settings. You know, you set things up in your life. It's a common term we use. You set your clock, you set your alarm, you set your microwave, you set up your payments, sometimes online. You set up your giving, sometimes for ongoing giving at the church. And this takes intention. You have to think about it. You have to follow some instructions. It takes some planning. It takes you to actually get around to it and actually take action. You know, it's an interesting thing that large numbers of people make resolutions. By the way, most of those are gone by now. But less than 20% of the people who make resolutions have any plan to carry them out. You know, Colossians 3:1 says it like this: "Therefore, if you've been raised up with Christ, keep seeking the things above where Christ is seated at the right hand of God." So he's saying if you've really trusted Jesus, keep seeking. And then he gives this little piece of instruction. Set your mind on the things above, not on the things of this that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, is revealed, then you also will be revealed with him in glory. Now, there's a lot there, but one of the things that is our part is set your mind. Set your mind on the things above. You know, the word set comes from a Greek word, phroneo, and it literally, let me just read it from the Greek dictionary. It says, to exercise the mind, that is to entertain, to have a sentiment or opinion, by implication, to be mentally disposed, more or less earnestly in a certain direction, intensively to interest oneself in, with the concern of obeying it. Or set your affection or your desire. It's this idea to want to be like something, to be of one, to be of the same. Let us do this. You know how useless your phone is or a device might be when its settings are all messed up. When somebody's either gotten into them or some update has happened. Now, what do you have to do to fix it? Well, most of the time, you have to stop, right? You have to shut it down, focus on it, and pay it some attention, and then make some act, you know, like, okay, I got to get into the settings and reset it. Now, this Sunday, I will be giving you some help getting your settings corrected and updated. And this is not about your phone or about your smart TV or any of that stuff. This is about your spiritual setting, your spiritual focus. And just remember that having your spiritual settings correct is much more important than any device that you own. So you have to stop. This is one of the things that's very hard for us to do in this society. You have to take time to remember what you're supposed to do. You have to make a plan. These are really important things in your relationship with God. Just like I said, when you want to, you do the same thing, you know, in your technological life that you really need to pay a lot more attention to your spiritual relationship with God, to stop and shut down, to focus and to act and to adjust your settings, to keep seeking. So for this weekend, here's a couple of things to do. This weekend, just stop. Make gathering a priority. Remember why that's important. Plan to be there. Pray. And then invite people to come with you. Maybe you're going to invite them to come to the early service or the 11 o'clock service. Maybe you're going to invite them to come to breakfast and maybe go to one of the classes. Or maybe you're going to invite folks, or you're just going to be there and you're going to welcome people. You're just going to look for them and see them. And then you're going to set your heart to worship God. This is part of that whole process of us learning to have a heart for Christ. I can't wait to see you. Now go to our website. You can get all the details on scheduling. You can also continue to give. And let me remind you to be very, very intentional about giving, not just your regular tithe, which is just part of your commitment as a part of the community, but also to give some extra for our Camp Reserve Fund. It's really going to be important. You want to go to our website at ToledoFirstBaptist.com and then go to the instructions on giving. I think it's /give. So just get in there and see what you can do. You can set it up on a regular basis or schedule it. You set your settings to focus on your relationship with God. I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend.